Hey guys, back at it. This is day 167 in my 1 year daily diary challenge. This challenge was prompted after I completed a 100-day challenge, and that challenge was prompted through a meditation session. So if you want to know more about that, which was really, really cool, I had done a meditation session and I felt really prompted to do these daily audio diaries and post them on a large platform, which at the time really scared me. And I was doing a lot of self-work. I'm still doing a lot of self-work. I don't know that I'll ever finish, but it was just a really cool experience that led to a lot of personal growth and expansion. And after I completed the 100 days, I thought, hell, why not just keep going? And this is like where I am, on day 167. And so we are just getting to it. Gonna wrap up the year July 4th, 2025. And see kind of where we're at and where we're going. And this is just my thing. Raw, real, uncut, unedited. Just press record and have a fun time. And hope you guys can get some really cool, fun, exciting, funny, whatever information you can glean from this. I'm thankful that you're here supporting me in this way. So please subscribe, comment, share, like, and let's get into day 167. So today's a Sunday, and I just had a really kind of like long-ish weekend so far, even though the weekend isn't over. I went on a really fun date that lasted longer than I anticipated, but it was fun and I had a great time. I really enjoyed the dancing because the dancing was something that I was planning to do anyway, and I went and I had fun with somebody and made a connection. I danced longer than I have been dancing I don't know. I've been going to dances and only been being able to handle it for like an hour, maybe an hour and a half. And I was out there for like 3 hours or so. And so that was kind of cool. I've just been speaking over myself complete health and healing and strength. And my body is, just my temple, and that it is free of all ailments. So every night and every morning, 5 minutes before bed and 5 minutes in the morning before I wake up and reach for my phone, I try to do my meditations and my manifestation. Just like all of these empowering things you can say to yourself before you go to sleep and in the morning before you're fully awake. So I've been doing like self-Reiki. I've been doing my manifestation, my self-empowerment mantras. And one of them, since reading the Science of Mind and knowing that our bodies are ultimately healthy. From the moment we're born, we're healthy, we're strong, we're capable, and then it's all in our minds, basically, from what we are programmed and what we experience and the different things that happen through life that affect our bodies in a way that just seem like disease and stuff, but we're really meant to be healthy. So it's deeper than that, but that's just the basic thing that I can say right now. So I've been speaking over myself complete health, and that every time I get in the shower too, I speak this. And I'm saying my body is in full health, 100% health. It's strong, it's capable. My bones are fully fused together the way that they're supposed to be, like not fused in a bad way, but I try to say different things too, and just be like, all of my infirmities are washing away with the water, especially if I'm in the shower. Or if I'm, in bed, I'm just saying different things about ailments and infirmities being removed and released, and stress being removed, being released, and that I am strong, I am capable, I am healthy, my vision is 2020. Just kind of speaking all of these things into myself. And so I've noticed that the dancing on this weekend was really good because I felt really strong and healthy and that I could handle it, where before I was feeling very weak for some reason. So really, really cool. Had a long weekend. It's Sunday. I have my spiritual service to go to, and I woke up not super, super early, but kind of early. Hopped in the shower, got dressed, and was very casual about what I was wearing. Went over to the service, grabbed a cup of tea, and it was absolutely lovely. Not that many people were there, and I don't go every week, so I don't know like what the normal amount of people is. I was able to connect with everybody, and it was just really lovely, the service and the music and the meditation. Just kind of on the same lines of that we are all part of the same energy. We're all part of the same collective, and we are individuals who, through our individuality and our bodies, are expressing ourselves. But we are all still connected, and it was a very deep service, and there was a lot of really, really cool things. I have been learning more about giving and how I grew up in the church, and it was very much on the topic of tithing, and you have to give like 10% of your monetary money to the church all the time, anytime, and that was the way it is. And if you didn't do it, you were like a bad person. So with this spiritual center and how they talked about giving, and they were very different about their approach to it, where, yes, you can give 10% of your money that comes in from your job, from working. You can give of your time, of your service, of your abilities. You can give not only to that center, but you can give to other things like charities and different community groups. And so their thing is not like you have to tithe your money with us all the time. It was that as long as you feel like you're giving of your gifts and your talents, and if that includes monetary, paper money or whatever, that is part of your tithe. You are tithing off of what you're abundant in. And so that was really amazing to hear. And so I've just been really leaning into that. And I tip bigger when I go out. I am very generous with giving of things like, with family it's easier, but just, you need soap from the store. Okay, I'm going to get soap. I'm going to give it to you. I'm not going to ask you to pay me back for it, because it's not a big deal. You go somewhere, you help someone, you give of your time, you sit and you listen to somebody who is in a troubling situation. You're giving of your time, you're giving of your energy, you're giving, you're holding space. Like at the center when the service was over, I just helped clean up. So like I picked up papers, I moved some chairs, I got the tissue boxes. I was like just helping where I could, to give of my time and give of my service. And that is not saying I won't ever tithe the real money, but I'm just learning this new form of giving and tithing, and just whatever you give, you receive. And I've received so much blessings where people have, given me food, given me gifts for the kids, for myself, given me, a car to borrow when I needed it. Like there's lots of things that I've been given that's not money related. People have given me their time to help me out. So it's a lot of, I'm seeing now that in a different light, where the church was very specific about how they wanted to receive it. They couldn't see or express maybe that tithing is not only the money, it is everything. And I think that they're missing out on a very, very big opportunity to have people give more by restricting the giving. Anyway, I could go on about that for a little bit too, but so it was good to be at the spiritual center, to be there, and to just have that moment of group and community meditation. And it's just every time I go, I feel so welcome. I feel like I'm in the right place. I feel like I could do the same stuff at home. I could listen to audiobooks and hear the same kind of speaking and teachings, but to be in a community is really cool. So I've been really enjoying that. And when I was done with that, I headed home just because I wanted to relax a little bit more, and I didn't really have anything going on this weekend, so I'm going to just chill and kind of lean into that. This week coming up, I have a lot of things going on, and then from that week, it'll go right into the weekend before Christmas. So I'm like, it's going to be go time for me. So to lean into this weekend of not going is totally fine. And I have been really enjoying that space. So I have kind of committed to moving to Florida, like I've already said before. And I am going to start, after I go down and talk to my mom and, have open conversation, start moving some of the kids' stuff, some of my stuff down there, so that, when the summertime comes and we're doing a full move, it's not really a full move. And then start changing address stuff so that we have residency and I can get them transitioned over to the schools easier than doing it. I'm really not a last minute person. So I like to have things planned in advance. And so it's just a lot of stuff coming up that I'm gearing up for. And there's a really cool opportunity to go to Colombia for a coffee trip that I just found out about earlier this weekend. And I'm going to look more into that. I did find out that the European trip that I was supposed to go on is right at the end of school for the kids. And so I would miss out on their graduations, and I won't do that. I can go to Europe anytime. And it's just more important for me to be there for them, to see them graduate from their schools, and to be there as a support, rather than go all around Europe when I can go. I literally can go anytime I want to. I don't have to go on this specific trip. And so I've already made that decision and changed and shifted plans. So I definitely will be going all over to the coffee fests. I will be going to Colombia. I hopefully will be going to Puerto Rico, back to Jamaica. So definitely doing a lot of travel this year, and moving, which is a big thing, and trying to stay grounded and centered and reduce cortisol and reduce stress. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to change my body, change the way I move, change the way I eat, change the way I'm vibing and thinking, to reduce that stress, wherever that stress is coming from. That I don't feel it all the time, but my body is stressed because it's holding on to weight. And when I see I love my body the way it is, don't get me wrong, because I've done a lot of self-love and care, but I do know that I want to be healthy and strong and active, and I want to keep up with my kids and keep up with all the things. And I want to live life to the fullest. I want to just have that vitality. And if I can see the deterioration and the weight and all of that where I'm like limited, I know that there's something hanging on somewhere, and I need to be a detective and find it. And so I've been kind of moving, like I said before, moving more into eating with the sun, so that when it's dark out, I'm not eating, and changing my fasting where I'm maybe having breakfast a little bit more, maybe having a hearty lunch, and then having dinner with my kids before it gets late and dark. instead of just doing this late night snacking or fasting all day until 3. And that's not bad, but it just wasn't working for me. And so I have to shift and try to remove any of the stress hormones in my body. Like I said, I've been speaking health over myself and my household. I have also, just been in a mindset of like doing what makes me the most excited and brings me joy. So funny thing is, like, you think about like paying bills. Paying bills is not really exciting and it doesn't bring a lot of people joy. But to get out of that like lack mindset or aggravation about like you don't have enough money, it's been my new thing to just say thank you for everything. Finding parking spots, thank you for a front spot. I'm really grateful for that. When I pay swipe my card at the gas pump, thank you for the provision, for having this gas in my car, for having, a credit card, but like whatever I want to say exactly, for paying the rent, for, paying any of the utility bills. Thank you for having running water and for having heat and air conditioning and being able to pay this bill. So that's kind of what I've been doing throughout the month with bills. And so it's been less of an aggravation when I go to pay things because I'm more in a mindset of gratitude. And so having gratitude for doing the things that you do on the daily that might be aggravating or frustrating to you, brings you more joy and carries through to other things. Like I said, I don't know. I'm not really an aggravated person too much. I don't get bent out of shape much. And then like the the last couple of days, last week, I was just like noticing that I was really being set off by like smells and little irritants. I was like, what the heck is going on? And I was like, is this still Mercury retrograde in action? Like, I'm highly sensitive to smells, and it was just like offensive smells everywhere. And I don't know. I tried not to lean into things that are, like that. So I like to respect people's space, and if somebody is loaning me anything, I want to bring it back better than I found it. If I was renting anything out or loaning anything out, I would want it to be in perfect condition when I gave it. Not everybody is like me, and not everybody has to be. I'm always like that, in that silver lining. Find the best in everybody, everything, every opportunity, always. But I've had a lot of drama and a lot of chaos and a lot of negativity kind of in my life before, where even with the positive outlook and silver lining attitude, I would still have that like negative self-talk, self-doubt, worth was lacking. I would do a lot of complaining and projecting, and now I am in a much different space, and I can just kind of sort things a little bit differently than I did before. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I'm getting better, and I'm much better than I was before. I have a different outlook on life, and I think I understand what it means to hold space now. Holding space just doesn't mean sitting there and listening. It does for some people, but holding space is really creating an environment with somebody where they feel comfortable and they feel safe to share and open up, or just sit there with you and feel the big feelings. And so my view of that has changed and shifted, and also my view of things for myself has changed and shifted. I heard boundaries forever, and I knew what they were, but I didn't know what they were. And so now I am able to set proper boundaries and hold them and really not be afraid, because I am happy with myself. I am happy by myself. I am happy the way that I am, and thinking in a partner and or friendship space. There is no one out there who I am going to change completely for just to keep. That I'm going to be safe and secure in myself to express myself and to have boundaries and to stand up for what I desire. And obviously, there are things you can shift and change to be in a relationship, but it's not like, very solid boundaries. Like, I don't want a partner who smokes. I don't want a partner who abuses alcohol. I don't want a partner who is, disrespectful of my sleep and wake cycle. They're just like certain things like that. Like, those things are important to me. Those are like non-negotiables. And I'm not going to flex on those. And if somebody is, let's say, they are up all night and sleep all morning, and I want to be in a long-term relationship with that person, that's something that I'm not going to flex on. I will not be, on occasion, if you're going to a concert or a certain event or something, yes, I'll hang out late and I'll sleep in, but it's not what I do every day, because I love my sleep and my body loves my sleep and people love me better when I sleep. So it's just an example. So I think like now moving more into who I am, and focusing on like being okay with interacting with people and not being a match. That's okay. Like, you can go on a date with somebody and talk and connect with them and be like, you're a solid person. You're like really, really cool. I don't know if I'd want to date you with the intention to be in a serious relationship, but I definitely would want to be your friend. And it's okay to change your mind, and it's okay to totally vibe with somebody digitally and then get in person with them and like not vibe with them at all, and being okay with that. And then that's how you express yourself and come across without like, I don't want to be rude. I'm not gonna ghost somebody. I'm not going to just like drop them. I would want somebody to explain to me, hey, like, I'm not down. Like, I'm not a kid-friendly person. So because you have kids, I'm not gonna, engage with you. That's fine. Just say something. So anyway, this has been like a long rant about all of that stuff. Anyway, but my Sunday was really chill, going to the service in the morning, coming home, relaxing, connecting with my kids via phone, and had a really fun conversation with my son about roller coasters and Disney and Universal. I watched a lot of Christmas movies on Netflix and different streaming services. I kind of flipped around. I made myself lunch. I made myself dinner. And, that was pretty much it. I just like hung out with myself the rest of the day and then decided to call it a night. Kind of like 10:30ish in normal time. Because tomorrow I have an appointment to get the window fixed for the car that I'm borrowing. So it's really early and I don't want to have a lack of sleep. But thank you guys so much for being here, for being present, for supporting me by listening, supporting me by subscribing, supporting me by sharing this. I thank you so much. I love you guys, and I hope you have an amazing day, afternoon, evening, whenever it is that you're listening. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Peace.